Pombo's name, in fact, was not a number. It means leaf in Swahili. So this is an African brother who, from the very beginning, Che took a hold and a liking to and trusted, and he proved his trust very well throughout the campaign, leading to independence and liberation of Cuba, then going with Che to Congo, and then into Bolivia, where Pombo was one of the only 3 Cubans to survive that expedition in Bolivia. So, Brother Thutmose, I know you're very close to the Cuban Revolution and to those comrades down there, so just wanted to give a few reflections on the now ancestor who transitioned just last year at the end of December at 79 years old.
Yes. And just recently, we just lost Villegas also. I wanted to say, but the connection, the Cubans are such an anomaly of the African world revolution on so many levels that the mystery there, what you mentioned with the comrade, his name is Leaf. They named theirs after numbers. Right. So you have to almost look at it like, on the internationalist level. You have people from Cuba and people on the continent, they're trying to relate. They're trying to find the things that they have in familiarity. And the spiritual aspect is what tied them together. Because not only when you're revolutionaries and you're seeing death before you, the blood of your enemies spill, right? The blood of your comrades spill as they experience directly. Like I said, he was, he ended up being one of the only comrades. When you see it, when you go through that process, there's only the spiritual aspects that continue to tie you together as African revolutionaries. Because I don't care if it's some white guys that fought in the Korean War that's still living. When you listen to their stories, the only thing they care about is those comrades that fought next to them that they lost and that are gone. It's the only thing in the world that matters to them. Those experiences are so different from anything else that you will ever experience in your life that you almost stay stuck in that moment, And so for those comrades to continue to fight and go to the next battle and go to the next fight, like I said, he came from the Congo. He ended up going back to Cuba with him, then them taking the expedition. And we know what happened with Che with the expedition to Bolivia. He was feeling like he had to do something extra. He was doing something where he knew there was not full support. But he was carrying that wave of energy, and comrades like Pombo and Villegas and others carried that spirit with him, and they believed in him so much that they are the caretakers, the bearers of that energy, of that story. And now they enter the realm of the ancestors. And so we become those who are the progenitors of that legacy. And so whatever episodes of the African World Revolution that we're able to carry forth, just as you mentioned, I've had the experience of being able to work with the comrades on the continent in internationalist missions. And that legacy passes down to us. I carry. What are we going to do next? What will be the diaspora? And the comrades and I were speaking earlier. We were talking about what it is that we have to do in order to make our contribution to the African World Revolution, and that is bring our technical skills to bear. There should be soldiers and troops on the ground. There should be fiber optic connections. We have access to it. It's all around us. Drones in the air. Wi-Fi. That's what our contribution is. We have access to the greatest technology that any of us Africans have access to in the whole world.
So give thanks to the ancestor, Harry Pombo Villegas, who continued his campaign even after Che's assassination by being an advisor for the Cuban Angola campaign and Nicaragua campaign. So family, stay tuned. We're going to take a short break and transition into new African.
Yeah.
Be right back, African family. That's all the way live tonight.
That
You've got
dead
great
prayers.
ideas for helping your community.